So 14 and a half pitches this year. Is that something, it's down from about maybe 2, almost 3 pitches per 9 innings. But your first time you've ever faced, Bruce, the Los Angeles Angels, so you got Ohtani, the MVP, you got Trout with 3 of them, and it looked like it was some team that you had faced your whole career. You knew exactly how to get them out, and I don't know if I've ever seen you make the kind of quality pitches you were able to make last night.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was an exciting game. If the defense was on top of it last night, wouldn't have gotten through with all those double plays turned. But yeah, as far as the game plan for attacking those guys, we had those first 3 are probably 3 of the most potent 1, 2, 3 lineups that you'll see in the big leagues. So we knew what we had to do the first time through, and then we were going to adjust from there, because those 3 guys know how to adjust in the at-bat, as well as, from at-bat to at-bat. So with Ohtani, it was the slider was on, and we were getting good results from it. And then with Trout and Rendon, we knew that we were going to have to mix and switch all night with those guys. Trout's a low ball hitter, so had to be cautious of that. And, Rendon's got a short stroke. So it was a lot of cat and mouse. And, give a lot of credit to Robbie behind the plate. He really was dialed in. We were on the same page last night. And, it really worked out well and made a lot of quality pitches in big spots.
Bruce, I'm sure you heard the news about your teammate John Means. Very close clubhouse you guys have. Have you had a chance to speak with John since hearing the news?
I haven't spoken with him since the news came out, but I've been talking to him before when he was, working with the doctors and seeing what was going on from the very beginning. So it's super unfortunate, but I know the type of player John is, obviously, and the type of work ethic he has, and I have no doubt in my mind that, he'll do it in the right amount of time, probably less, and come back even stronger to lead our rotation, next year. So I'll definitely be in touch with him. He was a mentor to me last year, and I still kind of hope that to be the case. I'll reach out to him if I ever have any questions. He's, super responsive, one of the older-ish guys on the team. So he's definitely, plays that role, and I'll definitely look to still get advice from him. But I wish him the best with the surgery. We'll be in touch with him, and he'll be out here, back, leading this rotation before we know it.
Bruce, if you look back at your last 2 starts, I didn't. Ben McDonald broadcast the game against the Yankees, but talking about John Means, he took a step forward when he came up in 2019, and they worked with Chris Holt on the changeup. I don't know if I've ever, having had a chance to see you pitch last year, seen you have a better changeup. In the first game against Milwaukee, it looked like maybe you might have pulled some changeups, but the almost like a screwball changeup with great finish. Is that something by design, or something that, maybe you got a little bit of a tip and all of a sudden it's as good a pitch as you have?
Yeah, it's always been my most feel pitch. Credit to my dad. He taught me a changeup before a curveball. But, that's always been my go-to. What really made the biggest difference was during my rehab last year for my shoulder. When I was down in Florida, I was going over, how my outings had gone, what kind of improved. While I wasn't able to throw as much as I would have liked to, waiting for the shoulder to heal up, and kind of figured out something with my wrist positioning as I throw the changeup to get more of the sink back, because I was getting a lot of ride with it and tail, which was keeping it in the zone too much. And this little tweak that I ended up figuring out probably the end of my rehab last year, and then working with it through the off season to now, has really made the biggest difference in the shape of the pitch and the, how much intent I'm able to throw it with through the zone. And that's why I think it has, the best late life that I've seen with it as well.